I'm holding it.
All right, Shalom. This is the GMS New Orleans, GMS Baton Rouge. Coming to you live from AMC. We just had a night where we went to see this movie, Civil War. All right, we're going to also try to give you our spiritual review of it based on the scriptures, man, and based on the things that come, because we know this is nothing more than another black magic, programming of Esau. Is telling you what's going to happen. He's showing you what the plans and what he's finna do, all right, to the infrastructure and the layout of America, all right, which they call predictive programming, all right. And we're gonna, Lord will, go to the scriptures and hope this is edifying. But as we always do, give all praises, glory, and infinite honor to Yahweh. Once again, double honor to the elders apostles of GMS. Peace and blessing and salutations once again to the hopeful elect, all right. And we're not gonna spoil it for the rest of the brothers. Lord will, we can, for you birds out there, I would say definitely go watch it, all right. You definitely need to put your eyes on this and also you birds give your own review, all right. But it's definitely something to see. We got our top 5. We'll say movies to actually tune into, but this is one of them. And I would say to give you a preview glimpse of how it's going to be, and what you need to look out, and what you're going to see in that day, man. Lord will, we make it, all right. But give me the Jacob's trouble. Start off with that.
I got it.
Huh? Jeremiah 37.
Yeah. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Yeah, and what you're seeing with that thing is basically a glimpse of Jacob's trouble. All right, and it's going to be actually worse than what we saw. And like I said, they got to the point. They had some nice gun battles. All right, they show you what's going to happen in these back rural roads with these different militias and these country towns. All right, and I'm gonna say this, not to spoil the thing, but it's definitely giving you a glimpse from a journalist perspective on all the different skirmishes you're gonna have. All right, they give you a preview of what your eyes are gonna see. All right, up and down these highways, these back roads, in these cities, man. These cities are gonna be turned into full-blown war zones. They had one scene where they were just trying to get some downtime from driving so long.
Yep.
And what you heard gunfire all night into the morning. You can actually see the because what this brother brought out too. All right, what you looking at is a glimpse of the end times. You're gonna have militia groups, which that was in there. You had militia, you had regular people, you had soldiers that was ironing the Constitution that was trying to fight for America. And you had the rogue soldiers that was fighting against them and the citizens and shit, man. All right.
I got a precept.
And what they had on them, they had mass graves. They show you it's gonna get nasty, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna get nasty when this shit really hits the fan.
Yeah.
All right. Esau showing you how nasty he's gonna get, even with. But they say American soldiers want to kill Americans. Bullshit. On there, they were showing you that's bullshit, man.
That's what we just seen.
Yeah.
Right.
One more time, my Bible shot. Then I'm gonna get the brother's precept.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great.
It's a great day, man. What we seen on there and we was at the IMAX, so they had all the best speakers.
Yep.
That shit looks like you was there, man. Gunshots and shit. I'm like, God damn, shit hurt my ears, man.
I think I got some gunpowder dust in my
Yes. Yeah, I think I got shrapnel
Yeah.
and brick and what is it, mortar, and dust and shit all on me, man. It was like you was there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you got Jake sitting up in the chair and everything. Like,
Yeah.
baseball. Yeah, that's right, bro.
Yeah, man. All right, and guess what? The average American wasn't in the movie, man. Yeah, I can count, besides the brothers, I can count, they might have had at the most 10 they had a 5-year-old Edomites,
Yep.
2 Jake and his woman, and a Issachar and his woman, and that was it.
Yeah.
You might have an old guy at the bottom. That was it. And it shows you fucking Americans are so dumb. You're so dumbed down. You don't even know what the hell going on, man.
Yeah.
And this devil is showing you was his plans with you. This nigga, the president on there was airstriking America in the city. All right, but go ahead, brother. Finish out. We're gonna let it bounce around, get other brothers' thoughts and what their thoughts is, man. All right,
Jeremiah.
I'm like Quab. I give it a 4, a 4.5.
Yeah.
All right.
Out of 10.
You know,
Out of 5.
out of 5. You know, from that perspective, I give it probably. I put it in the same realm as the Rogue. I could give it about an 8.5, man. You know?
Yeah, take the cameras out of it, you know, with the films and everything with the press, and you got a quality thing right there.
Overall, for what we see, all right, the plans are they're gonna put these concrete barriers up. They're gonna give me also the Secretary 15. They had it where a man desired to go in the city. You couldn't go into the city unless you was the press. You had the IDs and shit. But go ahead, finish that, and we're gonna bounce around.
Jeremiah 30:7 again. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
He shall be saved out, and Lord will. All right, the men of the Lord, that's all right, scattered around Babylon the Great. All right, that's putting the work in so earnestly, so much diligently, man. We hope that we be saved, man. All right. But the first nigga to go was a Jake on that. Jake got smoked.
They got smoked first.
A few times it was Jake.
A few times. You know? But go ahead. What you had?
Hey, just to back up, 2nd Ezra 15.
Nah, I want that's gonna be in the middle.
Oh,
hold
God.
that.
Yeah, I got it.
Give me them quick ones, and then like I said, y'all brothers, say y'all peace, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, this book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 21, and it reads, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be." Right, and hey, pretty much it's that scripture speaks for itself. This is going to be a time like no other, as it stated in what? Daniel's, okay, Jeremiah, all right. This is gonna be a time of times, man. Okay, an ultimate time. To what? To do what? To rid the wicked.
That's right.
See,
Yeah.
to recompense those that have angered the Lord. All right, you brothers got it.
Yeah, the Lord bringing in destruction to ultimately set up your house shine, and its men, man. What we just witnessed, man, via that movie, is utter chaos and destruction to usher in the kingdom of heaven, which we need, man. It's the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble.
Then what's so crazy, all right, the average American, if we was to do a survey right now, all right, on a camp day, or just on a normal day, asking them, can you ever picture tanks on the streets of America, soldiers and this and that going at war? They're going to say no, man.
Yeah.
But these, really, like I said, that's ultimately that's coming from via the Most High. The Most High is sending down what his plans is too, because he's Edomites. And these elites showing you what their plans are. They're going to have tanks out here with the tanks blowing cannons down the goddamn street, man, blowing shit up.
That's right, brother.
Running over cars and shit, man.
Helicopters like buildings up
Yeah.
downtown area.
Yeah.
If I could say, hey, garrisons are gonna come back into play.
Yeah.
All right, Jake don't understand what a garrison is. A garrison is a base on the middle of a street. All right, you got a gunner, you got men that's monitoring the garrison. Those things are gonna be checkpoints now in the upcoming future.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, a fortress, a mini fortress. Okay, and you're gonna have to go through that. But y'all brothers got it.
If I could add something too, that big nose broad, kind of got you. That big nose broad, Candace Owen, she mentioned that I forget the exact what it is about the CIA actually having a part in the entertainment. For entertainment for them to put out information for us with that predictive program.
Yep.
So it's actually the CIA that actually has a budget in this thing to put things like this out there for us. But like I said, we went in there, maybe 10, 15 people max
At the most.
was in there watching.
At the most. Brothers was worried about, man, maybe they sell out.
Sold out.
Man,
Lord make a way for his man.
Yeah,
Man.
that's in the premiere.
It-
Yeah, the average nigga going to see Tyler Perry flick.
Uh-huh.
All right, he going to see what watch it? They going to see some with some Disney shit, man, with the boot. All right, they ain't worrying about nothing called Civil War. All right, niggas don't think it's coming. All right, go ahead.
But if I could just bring this precept out real quick. This is Job 40. This is the first precept that popped in my head. Job 40:7. It says, gird up thy loins now like a man, I will demand of thee, and declare thou unto me. And like I said, by us, being really pretty much the only men in there watching this thing and trying to, get an understanding and get comfortable with knowing that this situation is going to happen. All right? This is something that the Lord requires of us, man. All right? But like I said, at the end of the day, a lot of people not going to hearken to it. You won't be surprised on the Rotten Tomatoes that this get like a negative review because not that many people watching this movie. But for the men of the Lord, man, we watching this and we like, okay,
It's a token.
it's a token.
Through
Yeah.
the spirit.
I got a precept to back up what you're saying.
I got a word too.
That's it for me.
This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 10. Many shall be purified and made white, but the wicked shall do wickedly. And none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. See, when we look at that movie, we understand, like the brother just said, that's a token. Okay? That's a sign of what's to come. All right? So we go in there, a few people in there, and we in there, and like soon as while we looking at the movie, precepts is popping up.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yes,
That's
yes,
what I was
yes,
doing.
brother,
Yeah.
yes.
I was making a list of
Notes.
precepts as I was going,
Like,
man.
Yes.
this is what's to come.
Yeah.
All right. This is the signs of the times.
Yeah.
We understand spiritual things. The Lord put the mindset on these Jewish directors to make these movies. All right. So what? The wise men can come out here and funnel them through the scriptures. All right. And I got one more precept. All right. This is Exodus. No, this is Ezekiel, Salakia, 12:20. And the cities that are inhabited shall be laid waste. And the land shall be
Nah, that's good.
desolate, and you shall know I'm Yahweh Shema Shah, because nobody in this society believes that you're going to see MRAPs and tanks and Apache helicopters coming through the cities and states of America, and the cities are just laid waste.
Yes.
All right, you're going to have hillbillies and country towns governing the the fucking gas stations,
Yeah,
the
you
resources.
seen the guy with the earned cap? He wanted some grapes, man.
Yeah,
He wanted to grape something, man.
He wanted some grapes.
He kept looking, to pick from that shelf, man. At the two chicks, he was like,
Everything for sale, man.
Yes, brother.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, and notice that all prophetic end time movies have that scene where all the cars are
it's in the middle of the
man,
street.
that is
Man,
it.
all of
It, bro.
Smoking.
Dirty.
The Robe, I Am Legend, the one
Walking Dead.
Book of Eli, Walking Dead.
Leave
All
the world
of them have
behind.
that depiction.
Yeah, that's right. And even that other game, The Last of Us, man.
Yep.
All right, it's showing you these elites showing you what their plans are through black magic, man. All right, predictive programming. All right, it only takes you as a spiritual man or the sincere to see and give you a full glimpse. The Lord's showing you in 4K. This is what's coming down, man. It only take you to do what? Decipher through the scriptures, filter through the scriptures, and guess what? Put them in your memory bank, man. Don't take the main roads. All right? Damn, them soldiers got no patches. What the fuck? They rode, man.
Right.
And brothers was actually, as we going, brothers was picking up on shit, which we do, man. We have the eyesight.
Yeah.
The Lord bestowed this wisdom on us, man. Like I say it all the time. You brothers might heard me time and time again. When the average Jake or the average Edomite or whatever go in there, they watch a movie, they like a goddamn seal. Ooh, 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 ooh. They clapping. They laughing, but we up there, we saying, well, this is precept. That's that precept.
Yeah.
And it's coming. Same thing with
Yeah.
this, man. This
Yeah.
is spiritual, though, man.
Yes.
This spirit is showing you Jacob's trouble. I'm talking about, and that's not even really going
Yeah,
on,
it's
man.
not even on that level like that, bro.
It's
Yeah.
just a little glimpse,
Yes.
a little snippet. That's it.
Like, well, now you
It's
can
nowhere near the
bring
full
them out now.
magnitude. It ain't enough for it to emulate the scriptures.
The climate.
It ain't enough blood, guts, and octane.
Yeah.
Because the Lord said in Matthew 24, what that brother brought out, is going to be unprecedented.
That's right, brother.
The gore that's going to happen in the final hour, but they are giving you a little glimpse.
Well, they've shown you. They've shown us the
showing.
bodies.
Yeah.
That's what, like I always say, man. You brothers out there that got those weak stomachs, you never have seen dead bodies or been around dead bodies or whatever. You better get yourself together. You gotta go find rotten.com All right,
Yes,
Gore,
yes,
Gore,
yes.
that's Gore.
If I
Yes.
may, the first body, the little girl,
She puked.
she puked and she freaked out.
Yes,
And it was
right.
happening so much, y'all. By the end of the movie, she got used to it.
Yeah,
It was a common
Yeah,
scene.
yeah.
yeah.
And that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a common scene to see certain things.
The one who she idolized and everything. When she was dead, she was just.
It was like it was nothing.
God.
Hey man, it is what it is though.
That's right.
Go ahead. This is another thing that happened in the movie, man, which the Bible speaks of. All right, we just published it what the Bible says according to Yahweh Shem Shai, and this is definitely what's going on in the movie. Bring it out, huh?
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15. I'm going to start at 14.
Uh-huh.
Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
And like the brother Kwar was saying, that sword was definitely being used
Yes.
at a high level.
Facts.
It was being used. It was flexed in the movie, man. Go ahead.
And one people shall stand up and fight against another.
And that's another thing you were saying. You mentioned saying the clash wars we talk about. All right, you had the wars of the strong men, whether there was rogue U.S. soldiers, and whether it was actual patriot U.S. soldiers. And you had the militia, and you had regular folks going at it. Egyptian versus Egyptian, man. Bring that out real fast. We're on time.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians,
Yup.
and they shall fight every one against his brother and every one against his neighbor.
And that's what they were showing. One scene, they walked to a town. Well, we don't want to deal with that. We don't want to know. Like, we don't want to deal with what's going on the news. And dude, like, man, what the fuck? They having a whole civil war here. You have motherfuckers want to shop and walk dogs, man. And you gonna have that going on.
Yeah.
You know?
Still had the snipers on the roof, though.
Yeah, but they had snipe. That's what you gonna see out here, man. Them Edomites was ready, man.
Yeah.
If I can say, y'all, in one scene, they went to the town. They had a mechanic. He had two guys hung up, beaten nearly to death. And one of the guys, both of them, he was like, I went to school with them. Those were my classmates.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor.
Yeah.
Classmates.
And these people are brothers, and they all join in the same spirit. They all join in the spirit of the world.
That's right.
They all believe in America, the American dream. But when the government collapses, they're going to be at each other's throats.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't want the bread and water.
They should spoil one another.
Yes.
And
The
for great
love,
tribulation.
the love of many shall wax cold.
Yes.
Right. And you seen another thing I've seen too. I'm gonna get you Kalaya.
You good?
One thing I've seen too, and we know this, we doing this with much study. These stadiums that you got in your cities and your towns, these high school stadiums, they're gonna turn into FEMA camps.
Yeah.
Yes, brother.
So
They're gonna turn these Walmarts, they're gonna turn them into FEMA camps. Even this fucking movie parking lot. All they gotta do is put all they gotta do is put shipping
They
containers
show
all around here, make a big ass wall.
A bunch of
Yes,
tents.
bro.
and process
White
the
tents.
shit. Yeah.
Tent
White
City out,
tents.
got Tent City out there in California. And that
It's-
Walmart is spelled what? Martial law backwards.
Yeah, it's already here, man. It's already here, and you just gotta get ready. Gotta get it ready for the get down, man.
If I could say real quick, in a lot of scenes in the movie, they had a lot of, they didn't really speak in a different language, but you had different nations here. Like you got these different migrants here.
Yeah.
And in one of the first scenes, you had cops guarding a water truck, and if you paid attention to the cops, they all looked like Northern Kingdom.
Yeah, and then another thing, man. If you of another nation here,
Mm-hmm.
he gonna blow you away, man.
What kind of American
I
are
said,
you?
where you from?
Immediately.
I said, where you from? I'm from
He already-
Florida.
he already-
Where you from?
There you go, yes.
I'm from Colorado. Where you from? Missouri. Hey, bud, where you from?
I'm from Hong Kong.
Wow.
Just put that iron on him, man.
Yep. He already had, if you looked at it, he already had the thing
He was
pointed
ready.
at him already. He already had it on him already.
That's
Yeah,
your
man.
friend?
Yes.
That's your colleague?
That's it. Happy 24.
And then I'm gonna say this, because it showed that with the Rodney King riot. You had Moabites out here ganged up, defending themselves and defending their shit. You're gonna have that going on, man. Like I said, you're gonna have these literal neighborhoods, these parts of the city's gonna be. I'm talking about, and the brother got it. Let's get it, brother.
Get it.
Just keep on reading, because I'm gonna get ahead of myself. Go ahead.
And one people
Uh-huh.
shall stand up and fight against another,
Yeah.
and swords in their hands.
Guns in their hand, and guns was being used on the high level. All right. Jake was there. Issachar. You had Edom,
Moab.
Moab. They was getting down, man. Go ahead.
For there shall be sedition among men. And what's the whole movie name? Civil War.
Civil War.
And that's what sedition is.
Right, brother.
And invading one another.
Yeah.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes, which was the plot.
With the plot.
I'll just say
no,
this
go
is
ahead.
just the general plot. It was the Western forces converging on Washington D.C. to overthrow the government. That's what the movie was documenting. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
You've seen that. The course of their actions will stand in their power. Now, one thing I'm gonna say, because I don't want to spoil the movie, it got so bad to where they was ready to kill a top elite of this society. When they did smoke him. Even the politicians that was in the
They
corner,
was pursuing him.
they was pursuing to knock him off, man. All right, and that's gonna happen too.
The militias were killing soldiers. Like there was no surrender in this.
regard,
Anybody
no
that
regard.
surrendered, hey, you went straight to the spirit world.
Yeah.
Regard.
No regard, man. It was nothing to him. Even because you know who that girl supposed to be when they went to the White House, the black chick that was talking. She's supposed to be the one with the curls in her head.
That Korean, that John Pierre Curie, whatever.
Yeah, that was her, man.
Yeah.
And what happened? They smoked it.
I told him. He said that.
They smoked off the bone, man. You know. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 17: A man shall desire to go into a city,
Yes.
and shall not be able.
We seen a lot of that, man.
Yep.
You seen a lot of that. A lot of times they had actual checkpoints with the
Yeah.
concrete
Yeah,
going like
concrete.
this,
That's right.
and them guards out there.
Yep.
You gonna have that going on? You ain't gonna better go up and down I-10. I-10 running from California to Georgia. It's not gonna be a good idea to be on the main roads, man.
And
Right? It's not gonna be a good idea, all right, to be alone in a woman. You know? Go ahead.
If I could just say, and they also showed you the U.S. dollar is going to be ship water because in a scene when they went to get some gas, they were asking,
Ooh, yes, brother.
"What can I get for 300?" And he said, "You can get a sandwich." And she said, "Canadian." And then that's when they were thinking, "Okay, we can give you something there."
300 for half a tank and 2 cans.
Hey, well, don't forget about how the Esau had them guys hung up on the. I don't want to spoil the movie.
Yeah, but that's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
You're gonna see people hung on the roadways.
A bunch of
bridge
people were
overpass.
hanging from random bodies were hanging all throughout the movie.
That's
Yeah.
considered an example.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's what's gonna happen, man. That's what's gonna happen, man. When these white supremacist groups, and they all around you, man. They just laying low. They just bob. All right, they Jeff at the job. Them niggas doing their thing. Esau be training and shit, man. The Edomite woman is more advanced than the average so-called black woman out here, man. With that,
Oh yes, whole family, right?
yeah, whole
Babies-
family.
Babies included.
Yeah, the babies. Yeah.
Keep going. They got some more.
Verse 17:
We ain't gonna be long.
For because of their pride,
Mhm.
the city shall be troubled.
We seen that. We seen them actually take Black Hawks and fly them down the street and just, I'm talking about, wear people ass out, man.
Yes, sir.
That's gonna happen out here. The average American and citizen don't believe that's gonna happen.
No.
All right, keep going.
The houses shall be destroyed,
We seen that,
and men shall be afraid.
and we seen men afraid, man. We seen men cracking, breaking down,
Screaming.
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 They just
Crying.
with a cigarette in his hand.
Crying.
Mighty man shall cry their bitterness.
With troops walking behind him, tanks, he just having a breakdown.
You should be as women.
And that's what you're gonna have to man up. All right, like what I always say, you know, the original name of the Dallas camp used to be Man Up Jacob. You're gonna have to man up in that day, because you might see your grandmother, your uncle smoke, man. Your child, you gonna crack and fold right there. You gotta keep going. You gotta deal with that, man. That's how nasty it's gonna get out here. Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 19: A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor.
We seen that.
Yes.
You know, not to spoil the movie all the way, but we seen they don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Even Big Man said, "You think they give a goddamn about us?"
That we see.
He said they killing them over there.
What did he ask? What kind of question you gonna ask the president? That you authorized bombing U.S. citizens with jets?
Oh, it got another part on there. You probably could get past you. 2 of them say, "Oh, my mom is out there in the country. Oh, like this ain't going on." You see, and that goes into them doomsday
Give me that other
preppers.
one in the pocketbook.
You see what I'm
The one that
saying?
said they're gonna try to go to the mountain and eat their own.
I think that's
flesh.
in 15 too.
Yeah, we're gonna get it though. But go ahead,
Not
get through this so we can
Con.
get the little ones out the way and we can get out of here.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor,
Uh-huh.
but shall destroy their houses with the sword.
Yep.
And spoil their goods.
We seen that, man. A lot of goods was being spoiled. All right, like I say, your mind when you watch this movie, knowing this truth, knowing what the Lord has woken us up to, We don't even need them to tell other scenes of the movie. Our mind can wonder what can happen in different avenues from just one scene, man.
One scene.
All right.
Because they put it in your visual depiction when the girl went to see that body with that soldier.
Yeah.
When he
The
was
way he was
following her.
looking at it and followed, they put
Come
that
on.
in. They put it there.
They just ain't want to go there.
Yeah.
The first time, because some of these movies, they got
They got down with it.
Yeah.
you know, they got down on camera.
Yeah.
You know.
Facts.
You ain't seen that in a minute. Look down, see a nice line.
He was licking his lips hard.
Yeah, I see something
Shot.
nice. I ain't seen that in a while.
Hey, when he was sitting on the back of that thing, he was acting like you need to go to
Yeah,
sleep.
yeah.
And he didn't come. He
Them too, yeah.
He was trying to get out of the whole
movie.
That's why he got her on the truck.
Go ahead.
And spoil their goods
Uh-huh.
because of the lack of bread.
It's gonna be the lack of bread out here, man. It's gonna be go for what you know. All right. This what did it say? The survival of the strongest, man. The fittest, and however, the strongest, the fittest.
Get it how you live.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Real.
And for great tribulation.
Uh-huh.
That was it.
Yeah, man. And it's gonna be that. It's gonna be that hardcore. Like I said, this is baby shit to what the real thing gonna be, man. Like I said, that movie and that cinematic theater give you just a small glimpse of the concussions, of the shit going off, the gunshots. Hey, man, but it's gonna be a different ball game in that day, man.
The real IMAX.
Yeah. Is it?
Like
May
get
the
them little
odds
ones
be
out the
ever
way.
in your favor.
Well, you had the one you had expo.
Yeah,
Come down to 58 on it.
Yeah.
Got it.
yeah. Go
Did you
ahead.
want to get that one? Okay. This is Second Esdras 15.
Going into what Quad was talking about. Go ahead.
This is Second Esdras 15 and 57. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy sit.
No, that's true. That's what's gonna happen. You know, and they didn't have to show that in the movie. We can put our minds there of those of our own scenes in our head, man. All right, go ahead.
Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field.
And on the countryside, even in the cities, man. We're gonna see that. That's gonna happen all throughout Babylon the Great. All right, go ahead.
Verse 58. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger.
Yeah, you're gonna have people thinking, oh, if I get out the city, I'm gonna go to the mountains of Colorado. You're gonna die up there.
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna die up there from mountain lions or just straight hunger.
And they're going to have people up there already.
Because what I'm gonna say this too. Wherever you think you're gonna be at, you're gonna have people already there, man.
Already there. Oh, they showed you that on the movie.
Yeah.
When they traveled to that stadium, and people already there. And you had
Yeah.
a checkpoint and look, hey, come on over here. We don't have no tents over here. You're gonna get some food and everything like this. But who to say you're gonna get some damn food?
Yeah.
Brother, read it right there. You're gonna die of hunger.
That's how bad it's gonna get, man. These cities gonna have no lights. It's gonna be hard to see your arms in front of your face, man.
Yeah.
All right. Let alone food. You gonna and them same guys. A lot of people make fun of these homeless guys. But guess what?
They battle tested.
They're better to. They already got a head start on you, man.
Yeah.
Right?
But-
You're gonna be actually scavenging through food, scavenging through the dumpsters and trash, man. Go ahead.
And right now, if we didn't have these lights out here, you wouldn't be able to see your hands, your hands in front of your face right now.
Oh man.
Right now, it would be pitch fucking black if these lights weren't on.
Yeah. These ghost towns, man. They went through some parts of this buildings on fire. What the scripture speaks to that, man.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And eat their own flesh,
Mhm.
and drink their own blood, for very hunger of bread and thirst of water.
And that's just how bad it's gonna get in America. All right, get that through your thick skulls. These are things that are gonna take place here
Very soon.
very soon, man.
Tomorrow.
All right. What you had? We get the word out the way, and we get the last little precepts.
Yeah.
We get out of here.
Beautiful.
We'll go 1, 2, and 3. We get out of here. Go ahead.
All right, because you made a point earlier, Elder, about the press, and ultimately you had the press. Their role was they went through from New York to D.C. in an excursion with press on it. But during these different scenes, they'd be in the middle of a war zone. Everybody gets shot up. They going through, taking pictures, snapping these scenes, helicopters, people dying. It's likened onto the prophets, but I got that word press. You got it.
If I could just say, hey, and what did they have on? Because you mentioned it yesterday when we did our side video. They had what? Badges.
That's right,
You see?
badges.
And what does that resemble for, the men of the Lord? That the walk. You see? They always was showing that badge like, hey, I got
Yes.
that badge.
Yeah,
You
You
know?
said press on.
Yeah,
Yes.
with press on it.
But even some of them got killed.
Yeah.
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 They suffer casualties.
Yeah, even some of them got killed, man.
That fucking
That's right.
sloppy.
Yeah,
That badge couldn't protect him when that Jake with the red glass, Esau with the red glass, killed the first one on site. He like, man, I'll go up there and show him.
Yeah.
Then the other one was over there. He couldn't speak. He say, what are you American or what are you?
I'm gonna say this too. The spiritual part about it too, because the Lord gonna put some of us through dramatic moments where it seems like this is our end. This is how it's gonna go down. This is how our part of our life is gonna end. And guess what? Something miraculous happened where God runs over those same guys that's finna shoot him and kill him, man. All right, we're gonna be faced with shit like that. The guillotine, the last seconds of being our heads put in the guillotine, we don't know what the Lord might do, man. All right? But you gotta believe to the end, man. All right?
Yes.
Your faith is gonna have to be on high. If your faith is low right now, it's hard for me to believe you can go through that, man.
Yeah.
What they just shown in this movie, man. All right?
The most
I
we're
got
doing
that
it
word.
now.
I got that word.
Bringing
and
us through different situations.
Yes.
those are just, all right, like it's like small trivia to get your faith of what you gonna
fill
see.
you up.
Yes.
So that, and that time coming, it should be a norm. It should be second nature.
Yes.
You know? Go ahead, bro.
And we're pressed off the online etymology. It says a crowd, throng, company. It says amassing together. It says instrument or machine by which anything is subjected to pressure. It says the specific sense.
We're gonna be pressed.
You got it.
We're gonna be pressed with the tribulations of the MOTB, Jacob's trouble, hunger, pestilence. The Lord gonna be all right
On all sides.
on all sides.
Trouble
The
on all
seed,
sides.
Family gonna be trying to get you killed,
Yeah,
turn
the-
you in for bounties.
yeah. The Lord gonna press us into that full man of the Lord, the last test, man. All right,
Six troubles.
the last critiquing of us as men of our faith, for us as a whole. We're gonna be pressed real tight, man.
Right.
All right. And what happens with the press? Sometimes you on those machines, 'cause I dealt with that shit. You know, CNC machines. Sometimes they go for a press, and guess what? That whatever that piece is,
Yeah.
product of metal, sometimes they crack.
Yeah.
And sometimes
He did
when
it
you
and
press
let-
it and it come out, it's
Yeah,
a full.
let off of it. Yeah.
It's a full blown piece of what you put it on the machine for a perfect piece.
Yes.
right.
Pressure
That-
like diamond.
Got a little
That's
bit more.
right. And we are that final piece of gold and silver that's gonna get pressed, man. Once all the impurities, Lord feel that all the impurities off, the final test we're gonna get pressed in that day, man. All right.
Yeah, Yahweh Shai, before he went to when he was in his hour of temptation, he was in the Garden of Gethsemane, which means pressing of the grapes.
Yeah, we're gonna get pressed. What the scripture says, a servant is not above his master, man. So the same thing that our master went through, we gonna go through, man. All right. Go ahead.
With the letter N, it says to urge, to reduce to a particular shape or form by pressure.
That's what we're gonna be put in that pressure cooker, man. Jacob's trouble, the
Right.
MOTB, man. Go ahead.
It says to press the flesh, in quotations, shake hands.
Now get that. We're gonna go out, you and him, and we're gonna end it on that, brother.
Yeah, just something real
Well,
quick.
you said shake hands, right? Isaiah the 13th chapter goes into that about shaking the hand, which was goes into what we're doing right now. Goes against Esau's agenda right now. That insurrection, man.
Yeah,
Right.
we the only one bringing it up, man. These other groups ain't talking about martial law. They're telling you martial law ain't gonna happen, man. Meanwhile, this man is showing a whole almost 2 hour movie of what their plans are, man. And I'm gonna say it again. I would recommend that you brothers out there, you of the sense that's tuned in to the truth or to the camps and different like that. You need to go watch the movie Civil War, man.
Yes.
Best movie so far this year.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this 1 Peter 4 and 17, and it reads, "For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh, and if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?" And I brought that out because what? We saw that. Where did where did judgment begin? With Jake. Jake was the first man smoked. Okay? He was the first to have his blood shed.
Pin
Right.
down, man. Can't move, man.
Couldn't even run. He was
Scared
scared.
like a
Had to stay back.
Yeah.
Going
Down the copter and Rick was a Syrian bitch.
Yeah. But I brought
the
You
death
got
of a coward.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a manly just fall down low screaming to his last breath, man.
You right, brother.
You look like somebody would know.
But I brought out this particular scripture for verse 18. It says, "And if the righteous scarcely be saved, what shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?" And in this particular movie, you had what the brother was going into the press. They was right near the action. Every part of the movie, they was right there feeling the action
Ezekiel 94.
in real. They was feeling it in real. Okay. And that's what we're gonna feel, man. We're gonna be right there, firsthand eyewitnesses of the wrath of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Okay, you brothers got it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Real quick, it's Luke 19. Luke 19 and verse 40, 41 to 40 to 44. Real quick, it says, and when he was come near, he beheld the city and wept over it. Now, this is going into 70 A.D. Okay, the Titus and Vespasian, which trickles down to where we're in the time right now. It says, verse 42, Yahushua speaking, saying, if thou hast known, even thou, at least in this thy day, the things which belong unto thy peace, but now they are hid from thine eyes. Things that's going on right now is hid from our people's eyes. Here it is. Esau, like you say, put predictive programming out there, and you still can't even see it. You don't have the unction to go to the movie and say, let me see what the hell going on right now.
Blessed are your eyes for thou can see.
Hey, they had a scene in the movie where they were dealing in like a market setting, and she said, "Are you guys aware that there's a civil war going on?" She was like, "No, we just gonna do it." But
you read that book.
But you in the midst of it though, you gonna be oblivious to it. That's the average mindset of this Western mindset.
Okay, that's them that had the chip.
Yeah.
The city's on the grid.
Yep. Verse 43. For the days shall come upon thee, that thine enemies shall cast a trench about thee, and compass thee round about, and keep thee in on every side. That's what happens in Civil War. Okay, like the brother said, checkpoints. Martial law is going to be implemented. Okay, FEMA, gulag camps. All right.
Yeah. Mass graves.
Oh, yeah,
We saw it
for sure.
Right. And Esau showing you what his plans is for you people, man.
Overkilling. Yeah, I just killed him. Overkill. That was an overkill when they put that stuff on dude's head.
Yeah.
Well, y'all can allude to it earlier. Well, when we had that mass grave, dead bodies. What you did, Esau took what that
Line.
It's called lime.
that line.
Lime, boric acid, all types of shit to break down people's bodies, man. They got to the point now, man. All right, they wouldn't hold them back. All right. And like I said, when you go into the FEMA executive orders, all right, they've been posted up there with their plans is to shut down highways, waterways, all right, all these vehicles. Like these highways belong to the military, man. They don't belong to you, all right. And they tell you what their plans are for you people. They're gonna put you people in detention centers, man. A lot of you gonna get put on FEMA trains with gas chambers. You're gonna be brought to FEMA checkpoint yards where they're gonna kill you and bulldoze your body into a grave, man. All right, and I want you to say it can't happen in America, man. Boston said that. Boston believed that some years back with the Boston bombing. They shut down a whole city, a big city like Boston.
Big city like
Boston, big, brother.
Yeah.
And they shut it down, man, within an hour. And I'm gonna say this too: when you watch the video of how they shut down Boston, they left no stone unturned. They was going house to house, from the underneath the house to the goddamn attic, man. All right.
They found him in a boat. So
Yeah.
they had a boat in your yard. They checked, examining the boat.
That's how it's gonna be, man. All right, and like I said, these country tricks, they're gonna buck up against the soldiers. All right, they're gonna nut up, man. All right. You was done?
Got one more verse.
Go ahead.
Luke,
So we get out of here.
Luke 19:44. It says, and shall lay thee even with the ground, and thy children within thee, and they shall not leave in thee one stone upon another.
Yeah, give me that Nahum 3:3.
God.
Then, then you hold what you got in the Revelation 12 and get out of here.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Because remember back in 7 AD, the Romans, they built a big gate around the city of all of Jerusalem. The siege of Masada. That's right. It kept all Jakes in. There was no way in, no way out. So whatever you was compacted around, you had to hold yourself and get that. Eating shoes, sandals, belts, whatever you get your hands on.
On the side, they ain't built nothing around it. They built a thing to climb up in it.
Yes.
Because it was a fortress, so it took some years to build a ramp to get in it. Yeah.
This Nahum chapter 3 and verse 3, and it reads, "The horseman lifted up
Well, that's
both the bright sword and the glittering spear,
I mean, we seen a lot of that going on, man. All right, go ahead.
and there is a multitude of slain."
And we seen a multitude of slain individuals in that movie, man. All right,
Hey,
all laid out like dung, as the scripture says in the
Yeah.
streets.
What's that gun when it goes and it just look like laser beams on the move? That's a new weapon. I ain't
Nah,
bet.
that's been around.
It's been around
It's been around.
and it light up the sky. Look, I'm like, God damn.
They like air gunners. They're like air gunners, man. They're like air gunners. They shoot down planes and shit. But go
Like
ahead.
anti-aircraft.
Yeah, anti-aircraft weapons.
This back in Nahum 3, in the middle of it, and it reads, "And a great number of carcasses,
A great number of what?
and a great number of carcasses,
Bodies. Go ahead.
and there is none in of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses."
That's just how bad it's gonna get out here. So he's gonna stumble and slip. Even the girl at one scene when she got tossed, all right, dodging out the way into the mass grave. She freaked out because she finally looked up and she was on top of carcasses, man.
Yeah.
A bunch of dead people, man. All right,
Traumatized.
you know. And it reminds me of the road when that woman, she just couldn't take it no more. She just kill me and the baby. The man like, oh no, you kill your goddamn self. Don't kill the baby. But that's how it straight. Them women gonna lose it, man. Men gonna lose it in anything. All right, because over here in the Western Hemisphere, all you've been programmed to do is PlayStation it out all day. All right, drink, party, drug up, bullshit. But when reality hits, and it will hits, man, they gonna hit you hard.
Oh,
A lot of you gonna wig out. You gonna kill yourselves, man. What does scripture say? A man gonna desire to kill himself in a day and should not be able, man.
That's right, bro.
You know?
Jackpot, it was similar to the Iron Dome, something like that. With the,
Yeah, bring the revelation to get yours. We're gonna end it. That'd be it.
guys,
Now, like I say, please go watch it, man. You brothers out there, go watch it and make your own review.
Yes.
Right? Because I would like to see what you brothers say. You know, things. I ain't want to go there. You know,
Right.
bring out spoil a
Right.
movie for you, but I would like to see what you other brothers have to say
So
about it.
now I can go look at Elder Malcolm's.
yes.
I didn't want to
We
look at
didn't
his
we seen him
because we didn't want to get spoiled.
Yeah.
Now we just gonna look at their view on it
Yes.
now.
As soon as we cut the video on, we cut it immediately off. We seen the title of it. We say, look, we ain't gonna do that. We'd rather go watch and do our own review.
Beautiful
on
though.
it.
Yeah.
Now we can't.
Yeah, man.
Same thing for you brothers who watch it.
I definitely go watch and see. You know, as a camp or as however you want to do it. I definitely recommend you brothers go do that. Go ahead.
As Revelation 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, that ye that dwell in them, woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
And that was shown. That was shown through the guy that was in charge, like the president. It started coming down on the people. All right. So much the people rose against them. All right. This devil is gonna straight wig the fuck out of his last bit of his blessing, man. He's gonna wig the fuck out. And it showed you in the movie. He's gonna lose it. They're gonna lose it, man. Like I say, what happens when you lose it all? You losing your kingdom.
Yeah.
You losing, you know, your power. People go rogue, man.
You go to it's Edom. It's an Edomite saying, if I can't have her, no one can.
Yeah.
And what does he do? He kills himself and everybody around him.
Yeah.
So hey, that's how he gonna go out.
Well,
That's how he gonna go out.
our homeboy, Jerry Salente. When people lose it, they lose it.
You have nothing to
People
lose.
lose it, they lose it.
Yeah, you bring in the last one.
It's Ezekiel 33, verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, Lord will come, then shall they know that a prophet been among them.
Yes.
I want to bring that up because it will show you, like in the introduction before the first scene, it said prepare to believe.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, because basically, like, because as we talking about it right now, people don't believe this. If they be crazy, it's saying, oh, it's not gonna happen. But when it do happen, they're gonna realize, oh, so it's probably
gonna
been
think-
right the whole time.
Yeah, you're gonna think about that brother, that cousin, all right, that uncle, or whoever man the Lord is. You're gonna think about that in that day. Man, niggas gonna do the wiping of the eyes. You know how niggas do? Yeah, that's really a tank in the streets, man. Boom, a whole building go. Yeah, because most of the movies you see niggas doing this all day. Jake just doing this, running, you know, dropping and running, man. But like I say, it was a very good movie, man. Very, I would say from a spiritual standpoint, it was spiritual. It had a lot of meat, and you know, it had some bones in there. All right, but you got to get past the bones, get to the meat sometimes, man. All right, so with that, man, we hope this review of the movie Civil War was edifying to the point. As we always do, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh. Once again, double honor to the elder apostles of GMS. Peace and blessings and salutation once again to the hopeful elect. Till next time. Shalom.
Shalom.
Baba Ba.
Baba Ba.
And Kwame Yashala.
Yashala.